Peace, I'm Max Recitar and I run SLAMKICKS. I got the New Balance 550 here with me today because you just saw Taylor Swift rocking them. But we're not here to talk about Taylor. Instead, we're here to talk about ALD, James Worthy, and how a sneaker from 1989 was brought back so successfully that it now dominates streetwear culture. All due respect to the Swifties, of course. Please don't come for me. I don't want no type of smoke. Back in 1989, when James Worthy was on his way to a Hall of Fame career with the LA Lakers, he was wearing, among other pairs, the New Balance 740. In an effort to get high school players and college players to wear New Balances, designer Steven Smith slightly modified the 740 and came up with the 550. Eventually, the silhouette that started here made its way to Asia and the UK, but it quickly disappeared from all markets. That is until Queens, New York's very own Teddy Santis, who founded ALD, saw this silhouette in a catalog. That's when he decided to revive it. But because New Balance's archives only had hand-drawn tech packs from back in the day, it took them over a year and a half to properly and meticulously reconstruct this whole silhouette. Eventually, they landed on this, which is what Taylor was seen wearing at the Chiefs game. The 550 is now most at home on the streets, but it began as a basketball silhouette. And speaking of hoops, New Balance's basketball history really begins with Worthy. A little bit of time went by, and then Matt Bonner and Charlie Bell revived the brand in the mid-2000s. They both faithfully rocked the New Balance BB 8026 Zips. We interviewed Bell just as New Balance basketball was beginning to revive itself, and he told us back then in 2018 that he had pairs of New Balance silhouettes he didn't even know the name of. As the revival was getting going, New Balance's first signing was Darius Bazley, who famously took a gap year between high school ball and the NBA to become a New Balance intern. And after going dormant for about a decade between Bell and Bonner and Bazley, the first NBA player that New Balance signed was Kawhi Leonard. The stars aligned and New Balance basketball struck gold when Leonard led the Raptors to the 2019 title while wearing the Omnis, their first silhouette in over a decade. Since linking up with Bazley and Leonard, New Balance basketball has gone on to sign Zach LaVine, Jamal Murray, Cam Brink, Tyrese Maxey, Aaron Nesmith, and DeJounte Murray, as well as launch collabs with the likes of Rich Paul, Joe Freshgoods, and ALD, of course. So besides Kawhi, who has his own signature line, we've seen each of those hoopers play in the New Balance two-way series, which is now up to its fourth silhouette, seen here by the NBA champion on our Kicks cover. And of course, like Taylor Swift, who rocked this colorway of the 550, we've seen each of them in this silhouette. And at some point, we'll see them in this brand new ALD colorway. Shout out to my guy Nick, my guy Nate, and my guy Brian over at ALD. So even though all the Swifties out there are just picking up on the 550, this sneaker, like the rest of New Balance basketball, has a ton of history to it. I'm Max Recitar, and that's the Soul Connection.